Welcome or welcome back. My name is Kandra, and today I have a beginner's flow for you, a great way to explore poses maybe you haven't done before, or to renew your knowledge of fundamentals. Argus is sitting here with us today, and possibly Circe, who's right over there, will join us. So grab your mat, maybe some blocks and a blanket, and let's get started. So we're starting today in an easy cross-legged seat. If this does not work for your body, prop yourself up on a block, or you can always take your legs out longer, but find what works for you. A little height will help open up your hip flexors and make this pose more accessible. So tall spine, relax the arms, the jaw. Move your head around a little bit to release that tension in your neck. Just find a long, tall spine. Focus on your natural breath. Don't change the pattern. Just feel the sensation of the breath entering your body. And also what happens when you exhale. So today we'll look at our breath with our movements, making connections to make your body work efficiently, but also finding a deeper connection. So when you are ready, go ahead and open your eyes if you've had them closed. Let's inhale, arms up. And exhale, take them down. Finding the rhythm of your breathing here. Take in a breath up. And as you let it go, take them both down. This time inhaling the arm forward. Doesn't matter which one you're using. Exhale, other arm comes forward as you take your arms back in big circles. So when that front arm comes up, we're inhaling. And then on the next arm, the other arm comes up, exhaling. Then reverse that, scooping down with the arms. Again, tuning into your breath. Last one. And both arms will meet up top. And as you breathe in, chest, heart, belly come forward, neck tilts back just a little as you inhale. And on your exhale, round, think rippling through that low spine. And again, breathing in, chest, belly, presenting it to the wall in front of you. And exhale. Think of your belly button to the spine, heart pushing against the back of your body. One more, inhale. And then the last exhale, ripple through, boom, 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 all the way down your spine. Beautiful. Go ahead and move your block out of the way if you were sitting on one. If you like your blanket to cushion your knees like I do, go ahead and get that into place. And let's start right here with a beautiful tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, knees underneath your hips. You can curl your toes under or leave them flat. The whole idea here is finding that long spine again with the crown of your head moving to the wall in front of you while your tailbone is moving in the opposite direction. So think about the space between your bones, between your vertebrae, having a really long neck here and pushing up and out of your shoulders. Breathe in, inhale your left arm out, exhale, bring it back. Inhale your right arm out, and exhale, bring it back. Again, left arm out, this time we're going to hold it, and exhale with it there. Breathe in again, and on your exhale, take it to the mat. So here we go again, breathe in. Right arm comes up, big wide fingers. Exhale, leaving it in place. Inhale. And then on your exhale, back down. Curl those toes under, and let's lift the hips just a little, and then take them back to the mat. Again, breathe in, lifting the hips. As you get up, your exhale will come in. And breathe in and take them down. Warming up the quads. Next one, long spine, inhale. And as you hit the top, exhale. This time, take your hips all the way up. And if you need to readjust, like I do, for downward facing dog, think of one line of energy from your tailbone to the tips of your fingers, right? So your legs could be bent, your heels could be on the ground. And I'm not sure if you can see my feet with my dog right here. But here we are, downward facing dog. So if you'd like to pedal, you can pedal through the feet. And if you want to dip your hip from side to side, inhale in the center, and then exhale as you're taking it to the side. And then come back to your downward facing dog. This time taking your knees to the mat, uncurl your toes, and sitting up into a hero's pose. Breathe in, arms come up. On your exhale, a nice little arch in your back, just to warm up. Exhale, hands back to the mat, back up to your downward facing dog. This time, inhale, left leg comes up, and start to step it through as you walk yourself to the front of your mat. Let your body hang heavy in a forward fold. So head is heavy, knees can be deeply bent here. Holding the opposite elbows, just breathe. Let gravity help you. The next time you breathe in, take your palms to your shins or your thighs. That's a long, flat back. So think of this as a tabletop with a teacup on the back of your neck. Next time you exhale, bend, drop everything down, and then on your inhale, you'll sweep your arms out, up, overhead, down to prayer. And here we go again. Inhale. And here we go. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Folding forward. Inhale. Palms to shins or palms to thighs. And then exhale. Take your hands to the mat. Stepping back with your left foot to a runner's lunge. As you breathe in, get ready. Exhaling the other leg back into a plank position. Pushing up and out of your shoulders. You can be here, by the way. Long line of energy here from the crown of the head to the knees, okay? Or here. Just pushing up and out of the arms, engaging through the quads and through the belly. This time now, if you don't have your knees dropped, drop them. Bring those elbows close to your ribs, really, really close. Coming down all the way to the mat. Hands under shoulders. Inhale. Think of the heart lifting, not the neck. Gaze is at the mat. Take a full breath here in baby cobra. On your exhale, take everything back down. And start your pushing up. Whew. If you need to walk your hands back into the downward facing dog, that is where we're going. All right. So again, think of that straight line from your fingertips to your hips. Curl those biceps underneath you, right? So you think of your armpits basically coming in, broadening across the top of your back. Triceps are really supporting you here. This time, breathe in, lifting your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Walk your hands a little bit forward here. Step your left leg forward. So now you can walk all the way up again to the front of the mat and do a forward fold. Breathe in, half left. Exhale, taking it down. And as you inhale, coming all the way up. Nice job. This time, inhale, tall body. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, tall body. Exhale, shoulder blades moving toward each other. And one more. All the way up. Exhale, shoulder blades together. This time, start sitting your hips back into a chair. So picture a chair right behind you. You can actually lift your toes up, right? Your weight is very evenly distributed. You're sitting back, your fingertips are wide. Feeling a lot of action here in the quads, in the seat. Just breathe. Belly button moves to the spine. The next time we inhale, we come all the way to the top. Exhale, beautiful. Taking it into your forward fold again. All right, here we go. Inhale, half lift. Long, long spine. Remember, moving in opposition. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. And here we are in plank. We're going to go ahead and go through our vinyasa. That's what this is, right? Vinyasa again. So dropping the knees, shoulders over wrists, elbows kissing along the ribs. Down we go. And when you breathe in, lifting the chest, lifting the heart, gaze at the mat, shoulders on your back. Baby cobra. And exhale, take it down. Breathe in, push it back. You guessed it, downward facing dog. There we are. If you're new to yoga, we do a lot of these. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Open the hips wide this time. Bend the leg, flex the foot. So you can see my hips are open to the sidewall. Now take your chest and aim it toward the mat. So really focus on the chest aiming toward the mat rather than how far you can twist. Next time you breathe in, level the hips and take your foot to the mat. Exhale, good. Breathe in, same thing, other side. Inhale. As you exhale, open the hips, bend the leg, flex the foot again, finding some twist. But now again, aiming your chest at your mat. Push through those fingertips. Push them right against the mat. And on your inhale, straighten the hips, level them out. Exhale, drop down. Good. Drop your knees to the mat, take them wide, and sit your seat back as far as it goes. Taking your head to the mat for child's pose. This isn't very comfortable for you. You can take a block, put it right behind your seat to help support you here. With your arms in a diamond shape above your head, you'll feel some relaxation through the arms and shoulders. And this is purely a resting pose. Take a breath in and put your palms under your shoulders. Push yourself up. So now we're sitting a wide leg seat. Take your hands out in front of you and let's work those wrists. So taking them in circles, like you're grasping something and then letting it go. Right, and in the other direction, inhale. And just work your breath with this. There's no wrong or right way. Just making sure we take care of them since we're on them a lot. Okay, beautiful. Breathe in. palms the mat. This time, curl your toes under. And you can have some support here if you'd like with a block, or you can move your legs closer together and sit down on your heels, whichever one works for you. Reach back, pull your pinky toe forward so that you're on the bottom of your toes. Hi, Argus. Sitting up tall, try to pull your heels closer to the midline because they want to splay out, right? Because there's pressure here on your big toe, but this is good. We're on our feet a lot, so let's just give them a little bit of love. And then if you have a block, move it out of the way. Come back down to all fours. Toes are curled under, right? So take your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. This time exhale. I'm going to step it through. So if this is something that is very challenging to you, we can have blocks at the front. So if we want to try that, inhale, stepping it through. I can take my hands to blocks to give me a little height for that step through. And even though I can actually step through okay without them, I love them for the feeling in this runner's lunge. It's a nice extended spine, feeling a lot of work in the back thigh and in the front hamstring, right? It gives you that space. So the next time you breathe in, pivot your back heel toward the center of your mat and look to see if your front heel is lining up with your back arch. If you have that, bending into that front knee, cartwheeling the arms overhead. 4, warrior 2. Okay? There you are. Warrior 2. Think about being a piece of toast in a toaster. So you have a wall on each side of you. And depending on what your hips like, you might be fully turned out there and you might not, and it doesn't matter. Looking over your front hand, take your body forward just a little, and now place those shoulders right over the hips. That's where you want to be. So we're really leaning into that front leg. Back thigh spiraling in, front thigh spiraling out. And activate your feet like they're sucking up the mat, like they're a Roomba, those little robot vacuums. Suck up the mat and you'll feel everything in your lower body. Next time you inhale, turn that front palm over, and on the exhale, take it to the sky overhead like you're scooping water out of the way. Your left hand comes to your leg or behind your back, whichever one you prefer. Now make the shoulders soft up here. Find some space between your shoulder and your ear. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And on your exhale, coming to side angle pose. Side angle is just a lot of openness in the body. Arm pointing straight up. So we're keeping the chest and the back the same, but I'm relying on a little support here from the leg. And then the next time we breathe in, come back up, warrior 2. Okay, everybody good? I know we've been in that bent leg a long time, so let's exhale it down. Cartwheel the hands down. Unpivot, right? That back foot. If you want to come to your blocks, you can. We're going to find ourselves here in that runner's lunge again. And this time we're going to step our back leg forward. So inhale. On the exhale, step it down. So there we are. And then our nice forward fold. Again, taking the hands to your blocks or your mat. This time, inhale. Step the right leg back as we set up for the second side. So again, finding your runner's lunge, bringing your belly button to the spine, long back of the neck. I really have my blocks out there in front of me, don't I? Shoulders over your wrists. That's where they're supposed to be. Okay, and here we go, finding some nice energy here. So the next time you inhale, pivot that heel toward the center of your mat again and look. Front heel bisecting the back arch. All right, once you find that, bend into that front knee. And then cartwheel the arms up and overhead for warrior two on the second side. You're always going to be looking over the bent leg, right? So that's where your gaze is. Now again, stack your shoulders over your hips. Spiral that front thigh out and the back thigh in. Finding again opposition and sucking up the mat with your feet. This is a nice activating pose. Next time you breathe in, turn your front palm over to the sky and exhale, taking your upper body toward the back. Right hand on the back thigh, left hand just arching overhead softly for reverse warrior. Breathe here. There's a lot going on in that front leg. It's okay, you got it. Exhale, back to warrior two. Good job. And here we're going to go over the top. Inhale, tall, 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 tall spine before you rest that forearm on the thigh. Arms straight up in the air. Now think of your side body, your left side body extending. So you're not dumping down into the leg, but you're having a really long spine. I know, we've been here for a while. I know. Breathe in. Back to warrior two. Congratulate yourself for sticking with this. And then your exhale. Take your hands down to your blocks again for runner's lunge. Nice tall body. This time drop your back knee. If you have blocks, go ahead and move them out of the way. And then take your front foot, just finagle it back into an all fours position. Inhale, drop the belly and open the chest to the wall in front of you. Exhale, round through the low back, the up back, dropping the head. And take the knees wide again for child's pose. So try to find a natural breath here. Feel the connection of your forehead with the earth. And if you want to smile, you can smile too, whichever you feel like doing over here. Whatever makes you feel proud of yourself for sticking with things. And breathe in, back up. All fours position. This time curl the toes under for plank. If you need to reset, like I do, go ahead and reset. So there we are in plank. This time we're going to come down knees. Again, bring the elbows in. We're going to push up to an up dog this time, unless it doesn't work for your shoulders. So inhale, push the body up. You can straighten your arms. Now, if your arms do not want to straighten here or your shoulders tender, you can stay in cobra or down in baby cobra. If you're up in up dog or cobra, really energize the front of the thighs. Right, that's going to help you protect your back, engage the core. So the underside of your body is really what's holding you up here. Exhale, turn a toe under. Turn the toe under, send those hips back to downward facing dog. Good job, good job. Pedal through your feet. Good job. This time, inhale, left leg up. As you exhale this time, take it to the outside of your left hand. You can have blocks for this, or you can take it down to the mat, whatever works. We're going to drop the back knee for lizard. This is a beautiful stretch. You can play with this leg going out or back in and move straight up. You're going to get different stretches depending on where you put it. So if you find one that is a little bit more intense than the others, maybe you want to think about working that area, give it a little bit of love. And if it works for you, you can inhale your left arm up and twist your body open. Left arm coming to the back thigh. Now, if you really want to enhance that twist, bring that left hip in so your hips aren't coming out to the side, and twist from your waist. Find a long spine here. How long can you make your spine in a twist? And then exhale, taking your palm back to the mat, back to all fours, and back to downward facing dog. Let's try the other side. So inhaling your right leg up, exhale, stepping it out to the outside of your right hand and dropping your back knee. So same thing here. Just play with the position of that front leg. Remember, this rotation comes from your hip, not from your knee. So don't think of your knee dropping out. Think of your hip opening, closing. The next time you breathe in, if you'd like, send your right arm to the sky, twisting to the side wall. And let it come to the thigh behind you. So mine is crossed over to my left thigh. And I'm going to bring those hips again to the center. As I inhale, lengthen the spine, and as I exhale, then I can twist a little more. And then let that breath go. Taking that hand to the mat. Lift up your back knee, and if you can, finagle that foot back to a plank. Okay, this time dropping for our last vinyasa. Elbows coming in, belly coming down. And again, taking your choice of baby cobra, or of up dog here, but engaging through the quads and keeping that neck neutral. Good job. Take your knees wide, back for your child's pose. Yay! So wonderful. And then let's inhale. Let's sit down on our seat. Take the legs out in front of you, crossing your right leg over your left. You can stay here, or if it works, you can bend your left leg over here so it comes under your seat right there. So you can be right here. You can cross it over and be here, or you can stay here. Whatever works for you, wherever you are, you're going to inhale and twist your body over whatever leg is bent, right? Whatever leg is up for you. So right now, if you're mirroring me, would be your right leg. So I'll be twisting to the right here. Put my hand here. I can hug it, arm up, whatever you want to do here, right? Find the twist in your spine. And then next time you breathe in, take everything back to center. Rearrange the legs. Right, so I'll give you a second to find the other side. Breathe in, arms come up. And then exhale, twisting over the bent leg. Again, long, long spine. Inhale on that spine, on the twist, and as you exhale, you could twist a little deeper. And as my tree dropping things all over the place. Inhale, coming back, this time to a butterfly, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. If you'd like to sit up on a block or a blanket to give yourself some height here. Soles of the feet moving toward each other. They don't need to be tight. Whatever works for you, okay? The higher you are, the more accessible it's going to be for your hips. All right, so inhale, tipping your hip bones forward, right? So we're not rounding through the back to get forward, tipping through the hips. Tip, 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 tip to where you can tip no more. And then the hands come down. We're going to keep our backs long here at first. So don't round through your shoulders for a moment. Just experience that long spine first. And think of relaxing through your hips, through your thighs. Letting gravity help you, but not pushing this forward yourself. And then if you want to round in the upper back and drop the head, you can do that, but keep that low back long. Beautiful. On your inhale, start pushing back up. Nice open position. Bring your knees together, and if you're on a block, go ahead and come off, and let's lay on your back. Both feet on the mat. Inhale your left leg up. You can hold on with both hands, or if you want to hold your big toe with either hand, if that's something that works for your body. If not, don't worry about it, but try to keep your shoulder down as much as possible instead of being here. I'm going to keep my shoulders on the mat, so I'm going to hold here. Flex your foot. If your leg is shaking, you're doing a good job. Now take the left hand to the inside of that left leg and open it up to the side on your exhale. You can take your right arm straight out in a T shape and look over your right side. Inhale everything back to center and drop it back to the mat, this time inhaling the right leg up. And here you can probably notice a difference between your legs. Again, pushing the shoulders toward the mat. Flexing the foot makes a big difference. Feel the back of your body against your mat. And then taking your right hand inside of the right leg, open it up to the side, left hand coming to the T shape. I have a railing back here. Let's see if I can clear it. Oh, I can. All right. So looking over your left hand. And the next time you breathe in, bring your leg back up. And for a nice short Shavasana here, you could take your feet wide and bring your knees together to rest. You can take both legs wide. You can be in that bound angle, that butterfly position. Arms here, arms over your head, whatever works for you today. So find your body against the back of your mat, against the top of your mat. Your back body's reaching for the earth. Your legs are heavy. Your shoulder blades are soft and moving down. Your jaw is relaxed. And now you can just take a moment to take everything in and be proud of yourself for coming to your mat today. Start bringing some awareness to your heart and to the feeling of your belly expanding with your breath. Feel your front body aiming more toward the sky as you start moving away from your mat a little. And when you're ready, roll over onto your right side. You could use your arm for a pillow if you would like. Just recalibrating your brain and your heart and your body. And when you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position. And finding your comfortable seat, taking your hands to heart center. Do take a moment to appreciate the fact that you showed up today, that your body, your mind, and your soul are the better for it. And to even talk yourself into showing up again, right? I hope this helps you through your day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.